The first day of World Blitz Chess Championship has been concluded. We have top 8 in both sections, and I just want to walk you through the most exciting moments of yesterday. First, let's start with this one. In the first round, Maria Muzichuk, who is a very top women grandmaster, plays with white pieces. And as you see here, this is kinda, it's not even suitable, let's say, for game online, since, let's say, yeah, you want to play knight b5, or maybe you want to play knight b5, but you always trying to remove it. But here after c takes d5, the point is, now queen is opened, and bishop is looking towards the c2 pawn. And Maria has 1 minute 33 seconds on the clock. And she plays knight b5. And unfortunately, I'm not sure how, she blundered that, but yeah, sometimes happens in Blitz, guys. If you say, alright, women, no, it's not like that. I could blunder that, everybody could blunder that. But yeah, unfortunately, Maria just, forgot that this queen also attacks crucial c2 square, and her opponent checkmated her and won this chess game. But, we had a lot of drama besides that. I want to show you a great game by Fabiano Caruana. Fabi started 7 out of 7. Look, in my opinion, I would never think of Fabi as a great Blitz player. Don't get me wrong, but I think players like Firuza, Nakamura, Magnus are better at Blitz. And, I think a lot of players were surprised. A lot of people, spectators, fans were surprised that Fabi started this tournament like this. And this specific game was no exception, as this had a very brilliant ending. So Fabi plays Sveshnikov, which was kind of mainstream when he played Magnus in point 18 in London. Knight f6, knight c3, and since then nothing changed. He still plays it. Gets good positions. So actually, I haven't seen queen f3 in many times. Usually people play a4, or let's say c4. There is actually a good trap. Let's say a6, there is queen a4, and now the point is you kind of attack this. And if bishop d7, queen a3, I think that's something Magnus and Fabi had in their match. Maybe I'm wrong, but they had something familiar. But queen f3 basically has kind of the same idea. Queen at some point will go to a3 on next move. Now the point is, yeah, you keep an eye on d6, but you also pin this rook, basically this pawn with the rook. So a takes b5 of course is not possible due to this being kind of dangerous. But you know what, the more I'm thinking knight a6, but yeah, bishop b5, unfortunately there is no way to get this queen. Bishop e7, and now castle. And after bishop b4 there are huge troubles with this d6 pawn, but a takes b5 happens on the board. And I assume it's some theoretical line. There is no way. I think actually, yeah, Fabi was talking that many people are actually going for it, and it's actually bad. Bishop d2, bishop g5 takes, and now the point is, Fabi's queen is very active. This king is not able to castle one side, otherwise, white will be fine more or less, and this queen on a8 is not able to retrieve back quickly. Plays queen a7. The idea is obvious. He wants to bring queen back and try to castle, but of course Fabi plays, he knows his stuff here. And now c2 fork has been threatened. Queen 3. Oh no, bis royal fork. Triple fork, that would be amazing. King d1, and now I'm in position just simply collapsing. Bishop g4, bishop f5, c3, knight c2, rook c1, knight e3, king a2, knight c4, this, bishop c2, queen f2, e4. The way Fabi played in these games, he didn't come first, I believe. Nepo came first by tiebreaks, which is actually a bit surprising, but yeah, we'll take a look at the final standings. Bishop d3 takes, and after queen c1, b3, knight b2, king e4, f5, king d4, queen f4. If it looks like Alireza was playing king on the hill, he would have won. But unfortunately, Fabi wasn't playing king on the hill, he was playing chess, and he ended up checkmating this king in the center. Another instructive game happened between Benjamin, Bock, and Magnus. You probably saw that online already in many videos. So this is Absolutely equal endgame. Unfortunately, Benjamin has 4 seconds. The next move is a blunder. But Magnus has 1 minute and 11 seconds. And you'll see what happens. HP1, knight C1. Basically, he captures upon knight 2, and from now on, it's just a lost position. Yeah, potentially, you know, there could be some sort of fortresses due to this pawn's basically blocking the way, let's say, to this side. But king can go all the way to this. And guys, I'm not sure why Magnus started pushing a5. To me, it seemed like b5 takes, and then let's say no matter what, basically what I do, I'll just walk here and just simply promote. To me, it looked like the simplest way to win. And look, I think I would have easily won this position against Benjamin. Yeah, you can say whatever you want, but I was watching this game during the live stream, and I was like, I mean, I would definitely play b5 and then just create pass pawn, and then just simply push, take on e3, then take on e3. I'll basically play the most solid way. Magnus instead plays a5, still a winning, and here he could play b5 as well. I mean, it's still winning. I mean, b5 should be playable at any moment, and Magnus didn't play b5. He didn't play b5 in any part of the game. He played b6. Plays b6, and you know, there was a huge laugh as Benjamin plays king a4, and it turns out that king c4 now has to be played. Let's say you play king c6 or king d6. White are actually winning. So king c4 is a forced move. Black have to stalemate, and it is a draw. And of course, there is no chess day without any drama. So it was actually, it was just absolutely insane. It was round number 10, like Daniil Dubov and Hans, I mean, had probably the same amount of points, almost the same amount of points, and of course at this point you don't really want to lose like that, and it's just he didn't come to the game. And he told Norwegian television, oh, I overslept. Guys, if you think he overslept, you're just dumb. Of course, it's he didn't oversleep. He trolled all the media around, and he just didn't come to the game with Hans. I'm not sure why he did that. I mean, he has his opinion regarding Hans. Many people might agree, many people might not agree. But yeah, it is what it is. But Daniil Dubov, after this game, ended up winning last 3 games. But he actually tied with all the players with 9.5 points. But guess what happened? Basically, this game costed him a qualification spot to today's knockout. And Daniil Naroditsky is one of the players who couldn't get through as well. But there is a world rapid champion, Vladar Mursin, who is on 9.5 and qualified and will face Jan Nepomniachtchi in the quarterfinals. Jan Krzysztof Duda will play against Fabi, and of course, Magnus Carlsen, Hans Niemann, 4 games match in the quarterfinals. What can be more exciting on New Year's Eve? It's unbelievable. And then Wesley So plays against Firuza. If I had to say, I would basically guess that Alireza gets through Wesley, Magnus gets through Hans, Fabi gets... Actually, you know what? I'll put my bet on Duda in this match. I think Duda will get through. And then Jan versus Volodar is tough, but I think you know, the experience will take the win in this match, and Jan will get through. And then, as far as I remember, Jan is playing with Alireza, and at their CCT finals about 2 weeks ago, Jan had no problems defeating him. So you know what? I'll put a bet on Jan again, and he's getting to the finals in my bracket. And Magnus takes a win in the match against Duda, and we have a match Jan against Magnus. And guys, it's a repetition of CCT final, and I think Magnus will win. I'll be very surprised if Magnus doesn't get through. The only thing I would say is, yeah, I just don't see a world where Magnus is not winning it, unless he loses to Hans in the first round. But yeah, I mean, Hans might win. Who knows? Anything might happen. But then I would say Hans will take, you know, the win in the semifinals and will lose to Jan in the finals. And Jan, it's either Jan or Magnus, guys. All right, let's put it like that. It's either Jan or Magnus. Not Fabi for sure. But yeah, let's see what happens today. Have a happy new year, you know. Thanks for watching me throughout this year. I'll see you in tomorrow's video, in another recap, in a new 2025 year. Yeah, there will be no more videos this year, only shorts, unfortunately. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next year. Bye bye.